Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be looking at chi-square test, specifically the goodness of fit test. So over here we have a question. In a random sample of 200 first-year social science students taking at the beginning of an academic year in a certain university, 50 were registered in economics, 90 in psychology, and 60 in sociology. In the past, 30% of students have registered for economics, 50% for psychology, and 20% for sociology. At the 5% level of significance, can we conclude that there has been a change in students' preferences for this course? So first of all, we want to write out what our null hypothesis is, and it's that there is no change in student preferences. So the distribution is as given, or in other words, you can think of it as observed equals to expected, right? And then for H1, and that is there is a change, right? So in our case, we'll reject H0 if the chi-square is larger than the chi-square critical. And once again, we need to go into our table to figure out what our chi-square critical is. So our alpha in this case is 0.05. Our degrees of freedom in this case is k minus 1, which in our case excuse me, k is 3 because there are 3 subjects, so it's 2. So 2.05, 5.991. So based off the table, we know that it's 5.991, and so the next step is to work out what our test statistic is, and we know that it is the sum of the observed minus the expected square divided by expected. So we now need to go and work through that. So over here we have a table, and we can see that with this column it's for the observed frequency, and with this is the expected frequency, which is given by n multiplied by p. And for the chi-square test, it requires that each expected frequency be equals to or greater than 5. So we've got here 0.3 times 200, 0.5 times 200, and we got 0.2 times 200. And with this, the sum of all of this in this column is equals to our chi-square value, which is 12.66. To work out that, we have already got the value of 12.66. So we know that 12.66 is definitely more than 5.991. So we say that we do reject H0. So at the 5% level of significance, there is sufficient evidence to conclude that there has been a change in student preferences. And that is how you do a goodness of fit test.